Okay, I'm back. And a couple of things. Both Terry and Zoidberg are for sale right now on eBay, so check it out if you haven't already. Also, last time I was on, I did some very rudimentary mock-up on how I was going to build Godzilla. This Godzilla pattern for a friend of mine's orchestra show. I cut out these little pieces and figured out what I was going to do. Well, I did a little work on it today, and here's the very beginnings of his head. It's made out of floor mat foam, and it's obviously not. It looks more like Mecha Godzilla than Godzilla, but it's gonna have it's all gonna come together in the end. I'm gonna heat form this. I'm gonna glue it together. I'm gonna maybe modify a few of these parts. First of all, I know that the eye sockets need to come out a little bit more, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna round that up a little bit. And I think I'm gonna make some changes to this. Okay, and I'm gonna also round out this part up at the top, and I think that will help it a little bit. But it's really hard to videotape this or to film this as I'm going. So you just got to take my word for it. That it's all coming together. Because I have to basically go over to the bandsaw and do work and glue outside and stuff like that. So it's going to be a lot of little modifications. But I have a feeling that by this time tomorrow, this thing's going to look 100% better. I am going to take this rope stuff. I'm going to put the texturing on. I'm going to put some eyebrows on it and other details, and then I'm going to attack it with a wood burner to put the scales on and everything. And then once that's all done, I'm just going to probably heat form it and then put a little paint on it, and then the head will be done. Also the spines will add a lot to the back of this thing. But hopefully by this time tomorrow, it'll look more or less finished, at least this part of it. And then it's on to the back and the front and the tail. And once I get those done, I'm just going to do the forearms and possibly the feet. And then that'll be the whole thing. So it's going to be a very bargain basement. They didn't have a whole lot of money, so they're gonna basically get the Alien versus musical treatment to Godzilla. So hopefully this is interesting, people. Sorry for a short update today, but I had no idea how I was going to film this, and I really didn't know what I was doing. But I'm pretty happy with as much as it is right now. You can see how big this thing's going to be. I mean, I'm tiny, and it's going to fit on there like that. So you can kind of see. I guess the eyes are going to be right about here for the guy. Let me mark that right now, because I want to put a screen in here so that you can see out, but not necessarily see in. That'll be helpful. So anyway, it's all just pinned right now, and again, I'm gonna. I feel like Pee Wee Herman. Got to make it look a little bit more organic too. This will all start to come together. I have every confidence. All right, I'll see you guys next time.